It's amazing how Max can miss a start, not be able to turn his head, but then get that thing right, and then go out there and just pump 96, 10 strikeouts, and just look as nasty and as dominant as ever.
And own Stanton.
Yeah, that's crazy.
3 at-bats.
His ERA is down to 2.21. That is the second lowest. Kershaw has a 2.09. I think Kershaw's coming back for the Dodgers soon, right?
I think so.
Saw something on the bottom
He's already
line.
been activated.
I think so. But it was nice having Worth back. He looked like he had a live bat. I mean, that bomb he hit was deep.
Oh, he hit that about 1,000,000 feet.
And then Pete and I were talking about it. He had this 11-pitch at bat. I think he eventually finished with a single. And I was telling Pete, I was actually changing, getting ready to jump in the shower. And I was standing there butt naked, and he kept fouling off pitches. And finally just got to the point where I was like, I just got to go in the shower. I already had the water running. I'm standing there. He's fouling off pitch after pitch. It was 11-pitch at bat. Finally, I just had to go to bed before the at-bat ended. Because I couldn't just keep standing there butt naked like that. It was getting cold.
So it's great the Nationals get their horses back. I wonder where Howie Kendrick, because he's been so good. I said that I'd almost like to see Howie Kendrick over Jason Worth. They're not going to go that way. Howie Kendrick has hit 348 since joining the Nationals.
Yeah, he's doing great. I know, it's just great.
It's just, it's a good problem to have. You got some depth out there, and you got a guy who's played in a ton of playoff games, and he's obviously played well since they acquired him.
Lind hit his 11th home run the other day, so I guess you're just going to have Lind and Kendrick as your pinch hitters.
I mean, they have a really good lineup, obviously, without Harper, but you just hope that Harper can get back to 100%. Latest report was that there was no change. We haven't seen him walk or anything, so I don't know if he's still limping. But you really need Harper. I mean, they got a good lineup, and they could win a World Series without him, but it would be more difficult.
You know, it is interesting, and Rizzo told us weeks ago that there's not going to be a Kyle Schwarber-like return for Adam Eaton. But did you see he was taking BP the other day?
Yeah, I did see that.
And I watched
he's
a
had
little
about
of it.
6 months, so it
hadn't
makes
been
sense.
6. I don't think April, May, June, July, August. 5.
Said about 6. He's
Yeah.
closing in on the 6.
Yeah, it's a big number. I don't think they'll rush him back.
I don't think so either.
But
I mean, they don't need him.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know, man. It's crazy.
And they got all these other options you can go to.
I know as a player you just want to push it and you want to get back out there, but he looks great. Looks like he's progressing just perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Difference though between taking BP and then cutting in the outfield with balls hit over your head.
I'm not sure he would do that. Maybe be a pinch hitter. Could have him maybe as a pinch hitter. Who knows? I think he would be risking something getting him back that soon, but. Man, he's out there. He's pushing the envelope, certainly.
And we know how cautious the organization is with their players.
It wouldn't fit with their track record to rush a guy back like that. But
what are we hearing on Harper, by the way?
I haven't heard much.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
I mean, the last thing I heard was a couple weeks ago when Dusty said he was basically seemed like he was walking pretty normally. I thought Dusty said that.
And then Harper was asked about it. And he said there was no change.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means.
But I remember we had Rizzo
they could
on.
just be being secretive about it.
I think it was last week, and Rizzo said, yeah, he's not. They haven't allowed him to get in a cage yet. So.
But I like these guys coming back now with a month to play because they can get their at-bats, they can get their rest.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully get in a rhythm.
And I'm telling you,
and then Bryce is the last piece.
There's something about Jason Worth. He may not, at this stage in his career, put up the greatest numbers by any stretch, but we all know how he works the count. And there's just something about his presence in the lineup and sort of in the clubhouse. I don't know, in the dugout. Something about Jason Worth. He's an effing winner.
Well, he's one of the emotional leaders of the team.
Yeah. Definitely is.
He's a gamer.
He is a gamer.
He's a gamer.
He's one of those guys that even if Howie Kendrick's hitting 343, but if Jason Worth's hitting 270 and he's swinging the bat pretty good, you're probably going to lean towards Worth because of all the intangibles. I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong decision.
Sounds like they're committed to Worth being in there every day come playoff time.
Just because there's something special about
it. And Kendrick has been a utility guy. I think that's why they brought him on board.
Mm-hmm.
He was to be a guy who was going to kind of fill in. He's just been so good. He's at 348. He had, a triple last night to drive in 3 runs. He's really good. And so's Adam Lind.
But you're right because, the lineup had struggled there for a while with, guys like Stevenson in the lineup, Diaz, Bautista. And they were struggling to score 3-4 runs in a game, but now they start getting these guys back, and they post an 11. And, it's good that they're, like you said, it's good that, they get into September and they can get this normalcy back. And And hopefully Harper's back in a couple weeks.
Again, 20 games this year, they've scored 10 or more runs. It's a potent offense.
They just pound out the runs.
Yeah. And to me, the bigger thing last night, it's great that Worth comes back, is Scherzer. Because if you don't have Scherzer in the playoffs, I think it's curtains. If you don't have Strasburg in the playoffs, it's going to be tough. So the key is both of those guys being healthy for games 1 and 2 in the playoffs.
Well, it's better than the Royals. The Royals haven't scored in 4 games.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like 47 innings.
4-game scoring drought.
And think about
That's a good nugget I need for DFS lineup.
And it's not like they have
That's why kids don't like baseball as much anymore.
Well, I mean, it's almost impossible not to score. You know what I mean? It's
in 4 straight.
All these parks are small.
Play the unders.
It's an offensive game,
right?
And you see all the bombs that are being hit this year, and you go 4 games without scoring a run. I mean, that's just
dreadful.
It's crazy.
So what are they going to do?
It's not like they have a bad lineup. They got some hitters.